What drives a leader to dominate entire nations? Adolf Hitler, who seized power in 1933, had ambitions that stretched far beyond the borders of Germany. Fueled by a toxic blend of nationalism and racial ideologies, Hitler envisioned a vast German empire, a Lebensraum, or living space, for what he considered the superior Aryan race. This vision was not merely a dream, but a detailed plan that propelled Germany into aggressive expansions, violating treaties and occupying neighboring lands. With aspirations of a vast empire, Hitler set the stage for a devastating global conflict. Imagine waking up to find your country annexed overnight. On March 12, 1938, that stark reality befell Austria. German troops marched across the border, unopposed, heralding the Anschluss, or union, between Austria and Nazi Germany. This move was orchestrated through a cunning mix of political pressure and overt military intimidation. Meanwhile, the global stage remained eerily silent, with major powers offering little beyond nominal protests. This inaction sent a chilling message. Aggression could go unchecked. Austria was just the beginning, as Hitler's gaze turned towards more ambitious targets. Next in line was Czechoslovakia, a nation deceived and then dissected. In the Munich Agreement of September 1938, European powers, keen to appease Hitler, allowed the annexation of the Sudetenland. This region was justified under the pretext of ethnic self-determination for its predominantly German-speaking population. However, the unfolding events of March 1939 told a different story. Hitler seized the opportunity to take over the entire country, exposing his broader ambitions of territorial expansion. With Czechoslovakia under his belt, Hitler's confidence soared. September 1, 1939, a date that marked the beginning of World War II. On this fateful day, Germany, under the leadership of Adolf Hitler, unleashed the Blitzkrieg or lightning war on Poland. This strategy, characterized by rapid and highly mobile attacks combining infantry, tanks and air power, overwhelmed the Polish defenses in a matter of weeks. The world watched in alarm as Poland was swiftly subdued. The success of Blitzkrieg in Poland set a chilling precedent for Hitler's ambitions in Europe. It wasn't long before the repercussions of this invasion reverberated across the continent. Alarmed by the fall of Poland and the aggressive expansion of Nazi Germany, Britain and France declared war on Germany, marking their entry into World War II. The Blitzkrieg did not stop at Poland. In the spring of 1940, Hitler turned his sights to Western Europe. Denmark and Norway fell in April, followed closely by Belgium, the Netherlands, and finally France in June of 1941. Each campaign was marked by the same rapid and brutal effectiveness, leaving Europe reeling under the Nazi onslaught. The rapid fall of nations across Europe showcased the deadly efficiency of Blitzkrieg. In 1941, Hitler made a catastrophic decision to invade the Soviet Union. Dubbed Operation Barbarossa, this military campaign initially seemed to promise a swift victory. As the Wehrmacht pushed deep into Soviet territory, capturing millions of soldiers and vast swathes of land, it appeared as though nothing could stop Hitler's relentless march eastward. However, the tide began to turn as the campaign dragged on. The notorious Russian winter set in, cloaking the landscape in a brutal frost. The Germans, ill-prepared for such severe conditions, found themselves bogged down, their supply lines overstretched and vulnerable. Meanwhile, the Soviet forces, though initially caught off guard, began to mount a fierce resistance. Under the strategic command of leaders like General Zhukov, the Red Army exploited the German weaknesses, launching counteroffensives that slowly but inexorably pushed the invaders back. This marked the beginning of the end for Hitler's ambitions. As the losses mounted and the German war machine faltered in the face of relentless Soviet pressure and the unforgiving Russian winter, the dream of a quick victory evaporated into the cold air of the Eastern Front, the ruins of a continent, and a world forever changed. Adolf Hitler's invasions left an indelible mark on the 20th century, characterized by an immense loss of life and catastrophic destruction. The Holocaust alone claimed the lives of 6 million Jews, alongside millions of others deemed undesirable by the Nazi regime. Cities across Europe were reduced to rubble, economies shattered, and the social fabric of numerous nations was irrevocably torn. In the wake of such devastation, the global community sought to ensure that such horrors would never be repeated. The formation of the United Nations marked a pivotal moment in international relations, embodying a collective commitment to peace and security. This new world body aimed not only to prevent future conflicts, but also to foster cooperation among nations, promoting human rights and social progress worldwide. From the ashes of war, the world learned lessons about the dangers of unchecked aggression and the importance of international cooperation.